All right, week 13 breakdown, Shedeur Sanders play. Let's go through this and process out good, bad, and ugly as we do every week, trying to learn what we learn about the quarterback, right? First down, first play, easy throw. Really, what we're doing up front here is selling wide zone from the gun. So you're going to see a run fake here, backside drag. You're going to get a solo block here off the run action. So we're just, as a quarterback fakes and punches out, we're just trying to navigate this block while also reading this out downfield. All very standard route concepts going on with it, just bootleg style. This is called smash on the right side. Like I said, you have a backside intermediate coming through as well. So when the quarterback punches out, he's just reading leverage on the corner. The corner's dropping underneath this potential deep route, then just take what they give you. The only thing that would stop you is if this curl flat was here really quickly and took it away, right? And that's obviously not what is going on here. So fine first play, good result. We'll take that. We'll take that. Watching it from the sideline view is no different. That's just an easy throw. We don't need to break that down from the end zone perspective. All right, now we're going 2 back, split back in the backfield, orbit motion. Let's watch the result. Then we'll discuss. Pretty good outcome. Again, wide view this thing. I would like this football to be out in front of him here so that we don't have to turn our whole hips back, catch it up by our head or our back shoulder. Let's make this as easy as we can make it, right? Put it out in front of him so that he can catch and run without doing what he has to do here, which is stop, hesitate, turn the whole body. Let's be more accurate on those short throws. Okay, let's be more accurate on those. 6-yard gain. Pretty simple. It's good to hold the vision down the line for just a split second. Hold the linebackers from flying out of there. But again, let's put that out and see how he's catching that on the right side of his helmet. Let's put that out in front of him a little bit so he can run without having to turn back for the football. All right. So 3rd and 3 now. Get to the sideline view of 3rd and 3. 3-by-1. Let's watch it through. So we have really late releasing high side routes. We missed one here, didn't we? I think we got a man beating concept instead of a zone beating concept. So what you get on the backside is a chip right here. Check again for pressure because you're getting a sim pressure look up front, right? So we're going to get check release swing. I think you get a check release out on the left side. I think on the middle here, we're going to have a deep over with a dig, trail dig here from Judy behind it, is my hunch. And then we got a corner route to the right side from Tillman as well. So we're trying to read this out based on leverage here, right? So they do bring a 4th guy. They drop out a line of scrimmage player on the left. So your left side stuff's eliminated. And it's a bit of a hybrid here because they're taking these two and taking them out and dropping them, hooking these two up and playing man behind it. So they're taking away the quick throws to the flats, kind of leaving the middle open. As you can see, you get the over route from Fannin right here with man coverage running with him. So you eliminate this because they have it bracketed here. The place we want to try to get to is Judy right now on 3rd and 3, right? So we're pretty quick on the left side here. Either something's going on where we're confused about who should be out, if he shouldn't be chipping and he shouldn't be protecting and he should be out now and he should be out now, because we're quick to the left side. We have eliminated Shedeur's eyes, as you can see here, are very much on the right side, but we do come off the right side quick before this route has even broken in one direction your second inbreaker has made his cut. So we eliminate that a little too quick, in my opinion, because we miss him, and you'll see it from the end zone view. But we do get to the right throw eventually, right? I think Judy actually does a really nice job of, once he processes that this is bracketed up, he's taken this away, that there's nobody here, like turning it up, there's nobody here. So this actually turns into a pretty good, and I give the Browns credit up front. They only bring 3, they bury the 3, there's nothing but time, there's nobody around. Just miss it. Let's watch it from the end zone view. All right, so coming off the drop, one would love to, again, not move to the right. Like, this is not a coached up drop. If you listen, and you might think I'm being harsh, watch what other people, Kurt Warner or JT O'Sullivan, or the guys who are doing the quarterback's school stuff. Like, we don't want to do this. We're punching out. This isn't a designed roll, and this is a sloppy whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just a chaotic drop to be able to throw on time. Like this. Look at Judy, right? If you're reading everything out to the right side, the answer is going to come open right off of this. But the head has already kind of gone back left side. We've drifted, because there's your answer right there. If your head was looking this direction still, your answer in structure is right here. Okay? But we've gone back left for the late check release. We don't get to anything over there. And again, I'm fine here. It kind of moves back, kind of leans back over his head and is overthrown. Now, you can be mad at Judy if you want to be. I don't really see why you would be. It's not like he's not sprinting after this football. You want him to throw his right hand up. It's missed. All right, next play. Let me make sure I got the right one. Okay, so that's 3rd and 3. All right, 2nd and 3, next possession out. We're going to go into 3-by-1 nub tight end, play action, into a drop-off screen. Nice job by everybody. Job by Q making somebody miss. Getting some additional yards. Quarterback perspective. Flash fake, eyes down the middle, hold him right. Good job. Put it in his hands, easy pickup. Nice job. All right. Let's make sure we get to the next plays. Correct spot, 1st and 10. All right, so we're doing the same thing as we did earlier, where we're wide zone, run action. Everybody up front is blocking it. And then we're going to get a slicer here who's selling that he might be cutting and then releasing to the flat. We get a tight little wing align backside, and I'm sure we get an outside release takeoff on the left. Nice job getting to the drag. That's the open answer here, right? You punch out. Now, again, recognizing you don't have the block the same way the first play did. You don't have this block right here. He's going to slide and try to release to the flat. The linebacker does a good job running with him, and then you just want to take the option right behind it if you can, right? So nicely done, nicely executed. Let's watch it from the end zone view. Let's rewind it. We got Fannin coming across. Good job reading this, punching it into the stomach. Read it out. There we go. It's fine. Good job. 2nd and 8, same possession. Gonna move the pocket a little bit again. Oh man, what are we? He's wide open. Why are we not throwing this to Judy? And then we overthrow the flat. I mean, this is what you want. This is gun, kind of half semi-roll against quarters. Sitting it down right here, wide open. This is the exact thing you want. This triangle to be here, here, there. Since you punch and half roll a little bit, you got a backside dig if you want it as well. But Judy is wide open, and he's even a little confused why this football isn't thrown to him. And you can see Judy throw his hands up right there. Like, what are we missing? Let's watch it again. He's looking right at it. This ball's thrown, set, boom, ball. This is wide open in NFL standards. We can't leave him high on this. Miss it high. So, all right. So then, if you recall, the Browns ran 4 straight times after that screen and couldn't get a first down. Ended up failing on 4th and 1. So next possession out, we're getting a 4 verticals look here. Okay. So simple enough conceptually. We're gonna get cross the hash, expand, and get back inside your man, curl flat defender, right? Outside release, usually the route we want to go, and then we're going to get through the line of scrimmage. This is run all the way down to middle school levels of football on this, right? So we just want to read it out, expand the curl flat, boom. Let's put it on him right now. I think we're a beat late on this throw. Either you're throwing it to Fannin right now, who's wide open, right? A lot of space he's running into. So we're either throwing that or we're throwing this sooner off of this because you're reading the hips, right? You're reading the hips. So once Bond gets him to expand those hips right there, that football's got to be thrown now. We're a beat late with it. And now the ball getting hit on his arm, right? Like him getting that football hit on his arm is not totally his fault. That's Conklin's got to be better. But if you are tempoed up and throwing it on time right now, right? If the ball's out now, then we don't have somebody getting to the arm. So just a little late, while also recognizing that your first read across, if the safety is sitting middle, like you got both answers here. You got this answer naked, and you got this one, but we got to be faster with our process. Fortunately, this gets caught off the deflected arm, right? 1st and 10 now. Next quarter, second quarter. Bootleg. True run action. We got 3 choices. We got an intermediate, a deep, and after Njoku blocks, he's sliding to the flat, right? So that's what we got. We come off. Because we're sliding to the flat, that player blocking, you got to get rid of it quick. That's the risk in the design that comes that way, right? You know, if you're not gonna block this guy all the way through, you're gonna not be able to read that intermediate the way you maybe would like to feel like you had time to find it. So you better hope that they leave the flat open. On this one, the 49ers do not leave the flat open. All right. 2nd and 10 now. We go empty. What we want to get to here, and I'll show you this in a second. Conceptually, we have the following. We have bender, seam options. I think you got a curl at the top. You got a square in down here, and we have 22 here isolated with a linebacker that we want to get on a little return route back inside. And we do win the route, but pressure, unfortunately, pressure lands there quicker than we would like it to land, right? So as you'll see, again, let's make sure we can get to it. See, we're trying to get to 22 here. And if we didn't get bullied out of this, I'm not really going to put this all together on the quarterback because I think our center is turning his head lost. There's a defender running down the middle. So I'm not really putting this on Shedeur. But design-wise, you can see what they were trying to get to on this one that they couldn't get to. We try to punch out and throw it up the sideline. I mean, again, it's late, but it's a hard throw. I don't really blame anyone. I understand what Tillman's trying to do up there to the top, right? just doesn't get the feet in the way you would hope he could get the feet in. So that's your second down play. All right, 3rd and 15 now, which is a place, I don't know if maybe they took a sort of a false start or something happened to get to 3rd and 15, but we just want to make sure we can get 3 points here. 3rd and 15 out at the 36-yard line. What we cannot do is take a sack. We cannot take a sack. I understand chasing first downs, but we cannot take a sack here. So we're going to get a vertical run through. We're going to get stick route with a flat route. Let's just get some positive yards on our left side read and stay in field goal range here. Your back is wide open. Give it to the back. Once you have noticed, and this is very crystal clear, guys, that you have a double bracket here off of this coverage look. You got 2 guys with good leverage here. Backside is cut down. Here is cut down. We have nobody on the back. So I understand he might not get all the way to the 15 yards necessary for a first down, but you never know. If you give it to him here, corner's got his back turned. He's in bad leverage. You never know, right? So we have to get to this answer. And this is a learning moment for a young quarterback in the NFL level. Hey, man, we have to be able to turn this into something that puts us in either 4th and short or an easier field goal for our kicker. We got to get points on the board here. We cannot take this sack. Is the protection very good at first? I think it's good enough to get to the left side read choice that's wide open. I'll tell you that much. Is it good late? No, the right tackle ends up breaking down. He whiffs, and the left guard doesn't do very well on the twist, but there's enough time to find your left side answer. We're sitting at the top of our drop without any pressure in our lap yet. We have to find that answer. Let's check where his eyes are off the snap. He never looks really left at the back. This is a bad mistake. We can't do that. We can't do that. All right. Now your final possession before halftime. Right? This is well done from the quarterback. 1, 2, 3. See how he stays on the line? Clean. 1, 2, 3. Sync the drop up with the out and up. And it's wide open. And a touchdown. That's beautiful. That's well executed. What we have going on design-wise is a run through from Judy here. We have a out and up from Fannin and a slide flat route to occupy down coverage. They think they're going to get 3. They might get heated up. They might get 5. This is a nice answer to that look the Niners are giving. To their quarters look is what they end up getting here, right? What I mean by quarters, hover 4, right? So you got bracket eyes here. So we know that's what we're going to get if we run through. That's a good decision here. So now we're just trying to manipulate these 2 defenders by sending him out and then sending him up against the curl flat. And that is, as you'll see here, just a very beautiful design, right? Let's watch it from the end zone view, right? 1, 2, 3, right on the line, step up. Accurate football. Well done, quarterback. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, second half now. Right in it. 10-8, man. We are right in it. Another screen. The Fannin just cannot be tackled by the first people in a block or in a design. This is good. This is good from Shedeur. Obviously, it's fine. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Get it down to him in a flat. Nice job by 56 sniffing that out. Great job by Shedeur by Fannin making something more of it. I like the design too, but 56 there sniffs that out really well. But, again, we'll take positive gains. 1st and 10. Now we're 3rd and 6. Empty. Don't like our left side choice. I don't really understand why we're on top of each other here. This is too easy to cover. It's too easy to cover. Fine with eliminating left side. Man, I would love for them one time to just go, where they run so much smash, to go here and then send him back. But between these two, so okay, obviously left side read wise, you have a speed out on 3rd and 6 with a corner route over top of it. They have the perfect sync coverage. I don't want anything to do with this side. He eliminates it pretty quickly. The question is now, can we get to the backside, which should be over, in my opinion, and then underneath that to create the necessary separation and route dispersion, right? I want him over. This is just me. I'd like him to be over. Maybe they want him running through so that we can hit it here and follow it. I'm not sure, but I think this is just a very unclean dispersion of routes. And then you have one player able to defend. So if you're going to run through him, then really run through him. Like, get really vertical right here and run through his shoulder so that we can catch this here and maybe try to turn it up and pick up a first down. I don't like how this meshes out. I think that's too easy to defend for a middle linebacker. You see what I'm saying here? If you can get, there's two options. He's either over top of him to create a high-low, or you're running into his right shoulder and drifting off of that to create a pathway he can't run through. And you throw up your hands and act like he's running through your route, and then you can create a natural void that Fannin can run under. I don't like how that played out. I'm unsure how they're coaching it, so I won't presume to know, but I don't like how that looked. I think the quarterback was fine on that one. I just, again, don't like the design of that at all. All right, 1st and 10 now. Still early 3rd quarter. Same thing we did earlier, right? Sell the run, smash route to the left side. I have no problem. Like, some of you might see this and say, hold on, man, he's wide open. Well, he's wide open in the sense that, Zero could run underneath something right here if you throw it. So I think you got to always take what they give you. If they give you the hitch, take the hitch. Good throw. Good job by Jeudy getting upfield 6 yards. The problem is, after this gain, is when you can't run for a first down, and then you ultimately have the quarterback as the tight end as the quarterback who fumbles the quarterback sneak, so you don't get anything out of that drive. Now you have a situation where your return man catches the ball down inside his own 10-yard line on a kickoff return, so it's 17-8. All right, we're in empty. Ball to Jeudy right now is where I'm going with that. It's leveraged. You got it. Throw it now. I don't know what we're doing. I mean, this is like NFL Open. Again, right now is put it right outside. You're looking right at it. Let's throw it. Let's throw it. Who's looking at it, man? It's a bummer because we could get some yardage on that. All right, 3-by-1 now. Tight end is going to, got a drag from the, oh my goodness. All right, so we got two answers here. We'll talk about it. There's two answers, playing on time. All righty, so let me make sure I know what number 3 is running. He's running the over. Okay. All right, so route concept-wise, we have understanding, obviously, they're giving you a big blitz front. A lot of space right here. So what I'm worried about is who's he punching out? Is he rolling down? Is he a soft squat corner? Because what I have is a takeoff to my number 1 left. I got a speed out on 3rd and 9. Actually, I think he's going to actually roll it 8 to 10 so we can get a first down. Got an over route from number 3 and then a shallow underneath it from the backside tight end. Okay, that's what we have route concept wise. Now to Jeudy. Once you see these hips turn, 1, 2, 3, we're looking at it. We got to get this football thrown out here. His hips are turned, committed to this. Throw it out here. Right? It's still open. Still open. And some of you might say Zero can react to this. That's okay. If you think Zero's a reactor to this and he's slow playing the feet, then throw it up the sideline. But this is like a spot where we need to have an answer here. And if you don't like these, if you're of the belief and say, Jake, you're an idiot. What are you talking about, man? Can't throw this. He's jumping it, whatever. I think you're throwing it and you're putting it on the sideline and you got a chance to get this. And that's playing on time, right? But if nothing else, if you don't like or you don't trust it, you got this answer right in front of your face that is running wide open. We have to get this football thrown right here. A decision is made. I think you're even and leaving right here. If you think he's a down player, we're throwing this. I wouldn't have blamed him for throwing that because I think you could look at this and say it looks like it's got some cover 2. Like, I personally think this is cover 6. I think you're getting quarter. And the reason why I say that is because of the expansion you're getting right here into the quarter curl flat. So my opinion, you're getting quarter, half, down corner, hook. That's my opinion. You're getting cover 6, but we got to make a choice. I mean, and I don't think you'd be wrong for throwing it out here to Bond, where you're saying even and leaving right here, right? I'm worried about him, playing down on this, but still, you got to give him a chance, man. And if nothing else, I don't care about the result of the left tackle. It's not my problem. I'm worried about this guy on this breakdown. So the breakdown process is 1, 2, 3, and we have options to throw it to each of those 3. We have to throw the football. Can't do that. Lucky to not get a safety on this play. So, all right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, got to take an answer, man. It's 23-8 49ers now. We're 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 20. The dig is open. Judy is frustrated. Dig's open now. All right, so I think route-wise we have a seam. Yeah, okay. All right, here's what we have. We have a cheat motion comeback, dagger. There's a vertical, a dig underneath it with a shallow to high-low, because what we want to do is high-low this player so that if he plays down, we got the answer via the dig from Judy behind it. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Dig is open. He's turning committed here. He's deep in depth. He's run underneath this. He's moving this direction. You have this route wide open to throw on a 20-yard needed scenario. Watch it from this view. You'll probably end up being able to see it a little clearer. What I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3. There's nobody in. Like, you have Judy breaking into this void. There's just nobody. He's capping. The safety here is capping Tillman. So it's open. It's NFL wide open. 3rd and 16 now.